The Boo Birds are out to take down the biggest Star Wars YouTube channel there is. There's just one shocker to it all. It may be that the Boo Birds are in fact rats. And we're talking about the House of Mouse. Disney is Lucasfilm involved in trying to destroy Star Wars theory. Today, we'll take a look at the evidence and show you, if so, why it is that everything they've tried has backfired. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Pro Channel, the place where we drag the Holly Weirds back to the sensible center, back to the mainstream middle, where money can be made. And with Star Wars, well, they definitely need to be making some money because things are not going their way. You want to see what popular looks like? Well, here in a couple months, Arcane is coming out, and people are very excited about it. It handles very tough situations. It has two female lead characters, a duality, one good, one bad. All of that flies in the face of the narrative that we are told about Star Wars, which is that society simply will not accept female leads. Yet all of society seems very excited about Arcane. Are they completely analogous? No, but it's enough to blow up the narrative, and, well, that narrative has long been dead. Folks, as we dive into today's content, consider clicking the like button. One of the channels that they're lashing out at because of the failure of the Acolyte, which I think is leading to the very end of the High Republic, according to our sources, and, by the way, may have thrown the Rey movie into full disarray. Star Wars theory, they hate him, they want him gone. And we're not talking about just the trolls and the crazies and the shills and the pixie dusters. We're talking about, perhaps, all the way up to Lucasfilm. This is a post over on X from Derpy Darth. Says, I'm not a big fan of Star Wars theory, but holy crapola, are these people messed up in the head? What the blank? Last Round Gaming had said, I can admit I'm not a kind person. I just want Star Wars theory to be deleted. The Acolyte sucked, and I just like the idea of theory suffering simply because he comes off as a spoiled kid that would fake being a, my gosh, this is so bad we're not going to read it. Starburned says, I'm going to be real, guys. I think Star Wars theory should do, and you can see what that says, essentially saying he should be deleted. All of this stuff is absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. And I think that's exactly right. Some of these people are completely messed up in the head. Now, for those of you who have not been paying attention, Star Wars Theory is the biggest YouTube channel, and Star Wars Theory is in a bit of a kerfuffle with a bit of a conflict with Star Wars Explained, which is a far less popular Star Wars YouTube channel. But the whole conflict comes down to, it seems, that there was apparently a concerted effort to deplatform and demonetize Star Wars Theory simply for disliking the Acolyte. And they have other reasons for wanting him to be destroyed, but most of it comes down to greed. They think that if they take down the king, they'll get a throne. I don't think that's the way it works, but that's what they believe, apparently. And so there was a concerted effort to take down Geeks and Gamers, Nerdrotic, Ryan Kennel, we covered it, and Star Wars Theory. Star Wars Theory has been punching back. Now, however, it seems that those who wanted to destroy what they perceive to be a fandom menace, those who are angry that they cannot silence people who simply dislike a TV show, well, they may have some allies in Lucasfilm. I want to play this from Star Wars Theory. Link is in the description. And this is very, very newsworthy. So, small snippet. We encourage you to go watch the full video, but here it is from Star Wars Theory himself.
Okay, move on, but it seems that either Disney or someone up there at Lucasfilm or whatever it is, that Reddit page, Sultrier Than Crate, because I saw they were doing a lot of what's brigading. A lot of you Redditors were DMing me on there being like, they're brigading you and they're violating terms of service. Anyways, Vader Episode 1 is running ads on it now.
Impossible. The Sith have been extinct for a millennium.
And it's not me. So I want to make it clear once again, like I did almost 7 years ago when this happened, that it's still supposed to be unmonetized, which was the agreement I had with Lucasfilm. We hired Jacob Cadmus for that one to do he did all of the music.
So just to explain, folks, Star Wars Theory, many years ago, more than half a decade ago, made a fan film that was better and more well-received than anything Disney was putting out. Catapulted his channel into extreme popularity, by the way. And he did so as a fan film of Star Wars, knowing that he would not make a single dollar from it. And so it was always unmonetized. In other words, it was not made to make money. And you can do that. You can make your favorite IPs, iterations of them, so long as you're not making any kind of money whatsoever, and so long as you're not promulgating it in such a way that others can. So he did this, and there was an attempt made to strip him of that and take it over. Finally, Lucasfilm relented and gave him the power to have that fan film, which is, from recollection, it's something like 5 to 10 minutes long. It's really good. I could be understating it. Perhaps it's up to 15. I'm not sure. And it sat there as a testament to what the fans can do, and what I guess it's sort of a silent judgment of Lucasfilm, who simply cannot rise to the level of a single content creator with a passion in his heart. And so for years and years and years, it's been sitting there. The public outcry, by the way, was the reason that it was originally released by Lucasfilm. Now, just as Star Wars Theory is facing all of this backlash from these people who just hate him because he didn't like the acolyte, now they're going to try to profit off of what he did and go back on the agreement. Now, is it Lucasfilm? We don't know. But it has to be somebody who has the power, the copyright power, to do this. So who are the copyright holders of Star Wars and its various components? You be the judge of that. You be the judge.
This is not, we didn't use licensed music from Star Wars. It's the fact that it wasn't supposed to be. And after all of this Star Wars Explained stuff, because they know we exposed them, and now, in my opinion, I feel like Lucasfilm or Disney has lost their little speaker that they had. Hey, we want you to push this new thing. We want to push that new thing. And so now that we've exposed them for being jealous and the way they've treated me and other content creators for the last so many years, and then tried to deplatform us under the guise of being racist because we didn't like a show, they've now gone ahead and done a mass flag on my channel for things that have been there for years. Case in point, Vader Episode 1, Shards of the Past, my original agreement with them, and they...
By the way, did you all see 29 million views? Probably better viewership than the acolyte.
Did it a few more. I have a few more emails too. I just didn't share it. I feel like it's kind of redundant. These are all from Samuel Kim. These are lo-fi from Samuel Kim. They're not copyrighted on his channel. I actually spoke to Samuel Kim a few weeks ago. He's doing good. These were Anakin's lo-fi beats and to study and chill to. Like, these were there for years. These were there for, I think, the last 4 years, 3 or 4 years.
So you get the idea, folks. They're going after Star Wars Theory now, and as opposed to it being just a low-level, greedy, spirit of Cain, angry that they're not succeeding, wishing that their talents were matching his, YouTube creators out there attacking him. No. There's somebody with some power coming at him with intensity from above, and I want to show you why I think that is. Folks, take a look. This is a website called Social Blade. It's where you can go to view how many views your favorite YouTubers out there, and other platforms as well, how many views they're getting on their channels. Now, I would recommend that you not look at the estimated monthly earnings or estimated yearly earnings, because those tend to be utterly inaccurate completely. But in terms of viewership, very accurate. So what's going on here? Well, in the last 30 days, Star Wars Theory has gained 10,000 additional subscribers. And if we take a look at the total views weekly, you can see that Star Wars Theory in this past week has acquired almost 2 million video views. That is a total of 6.5 million views over the last 30 days. And that indicates only a 6% decline over the last 30 days in comparison to before. And likely that's because simply the blowback was seeming to die down. And so the drama was ending. You can see that Star Wars Theory had some highs over the summer with the acolyte. So that's not to be, it's no surprise that it's diminished somewhat. The real reason that they're angry, though, folks, I'm going to show you this. This is the analytics that you need to know. Here was the baseline for Star Wars Theory when nothing Star Wars is going on. You can see that the baseline for Star Wars Theory was somewhere around 800 to 1 million views a week. That's what he was doing. That's the baseline that he typically does on his channel when there's nothing coming out for Star Wars. Here's the acolyte bump. Here's the drama thereafter bump. This plateau here, this is the typical viewership. Take a look now. Since the acolyte ended, he's running here in this new baseline. And the new baseline appears to be somewhere around 1.8 million. So Star Wars Theory, the baseline prior to acolyte was around 800 to 1 million. The new baseline appears to be upwards of 1.7 million. Now, they hate that. Now, again, he's down 6%, but he still did 1.8 this past week, which means he's matching that baseline. The farther we get away from the acolyte, the better the reading will be up here. So he's down 6%, gaining subscribers. Okay. Now, remember, it seems like maybe Lucasfilm is involved in helping out a particular channel. Let's look at Star Wars Explained. Star Wars Explained is down 10,000 subscribers in the last 30 days. You can see this massive drop-off here, dropping 9,000 subs in a single week. And despite being up 42% off the drama, Star Wars Explained is only at 2.3 million, which is essentially 1/3 of Star Wars Theory. So the biggest pro-Lucasfilm Star Wars YouTube channel, even with a 42% increase, even with every backing they can possibly get from the corporate powers, is pulling 1/3, 33% of Star Wars Explained. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why they're going to the next level in my estimation. It is because it did not work. Not only did they fail to deplatform Star Wars Theory, but even given everything they have, they're not approaching anywhere close to what he is and to his cultural relevancy and power. And they cannot stand that because, like the Sith, they are starving ravenously for power. And they will achieve it, in my estimation, just about any way they can. Folks, that's the video for this afternoon. We hope you enjoyed it. Hope it reveals to you that this Lucasfilm Star Wars social media civil war really isn't a war, at least not between the parties you thought. It may go much higher up, and we wish Star Wars Theory all the best in the world as he continues to try to battle back and prevent his channel from being taken from him. So far, so good on that. What will happen, though, as it appears powers up high that hate him continue to strike him? We'll find out. Folks, it is time for us to say goodbye for now, but until we see you again, we hope that you'll click that like button, share, subscribe, click it, stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment down below and let us know your thoughts about all of this. We'd love to hear your inclinations as to how this might go. Folks, we also want to put in a disclaimer here that's really important. We're not alleging any wrongdoing from Star Wars Explained or any of their cohorts, none of their parts that work on their stuff. None of that. We don't know any of their people or their personnel. We haven't spoken with them. We wish everybody the best. We're just reporting what Star Wars Theory is saying, and we're reporting on what is showing up in the social media scores over on Social Blade. Folks, until the next time we get to talk with you, we hope you're having a dandy of a day and making the world a better place. It's really, really important. So until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.
Too small. Too small. Hey, Floral! Quick question. How wide is the average human being in North America?
I don't know. Why?
Well, I'm trying to buy a cannon to shoot Jonas out of for WDW Pro's 100K celebration.
Well, I guess the first line of defense here is reminding you, Pro hasn't hit 100K yet. And also, we can't afford a cannon.
Well, don't worry about the money. Pro will cover it. After all, he's a huge YouTuber now.
Oh, no. I need to call Jonas and let him know to lock down all of Pro's accounts. Ugh.
Oh, and remind him, he's gonna need the helmet for the 100K celebration. And maybe some shoulder pads.
Nope.
What do you mean you don't feel safe climbing in there to look around?
How did you get this?
America, baby.